Someone sent me this picture to recruit for her. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bless. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. Please subscribe, share this video, like this video at the end of this video if you find it helpful. So guys, in today's class we'll be making this gown you see on the screen. If you're interested, keep on watching and let's get started. This is the fabric I will be making use of for this tutorial. Here's my scissors, my tape, my ruler, half yard of crepe, my chalk, and 3 yards of fabric. So let's illustrate how I'm going to fold this fabric. So let's assume this is the fabric, right? So I'm just going to fold it into two like this. You can see I folded it into two like this. Then I'll just hold this tip like so and I flip it like a triangular shape like so. Hope you understand. So let me do it again. I folded it into two. Then I just hold the tip at the end and I fold it in this way. So this is how I'm going to fold my fabric. So guys, this is how I folded my fabric, just the way we illustrated it on the paper. Okay, so the next step is to divide our bust measurement by 4. I added 1 inches for my seam allowance. Then I'm just going to roll it straight like so. Just roll it. The next step is to I place my armhole length on top of this line here and I come up by 4.5 inches. But I later reduce it to 6 inches because I noticed that it's too high. That 4.5 inches is too high. Then I later come down to 6 inches. So for you to get your armhole length, divide your bust measurement by 6, add 1.5 inches to it. The next step is to take the strap to strap measurement. Then I added half an inch for my seam allowance. Then I just go ahead to connect it to my bust point like this. And this is my armhole. So the next step we are going to take now is to add half an inch on top for my stitching allowance, okay, to stitch it. Then after that, I'm just going to take the full length of this gown. So what you are going to do is to place your armhole on top of this line here, your armhole measurement. Place it on top of this line there and get your length, which is the length, okay. Just place the armhole measurement. If how to know your armhole, divide your bust measurements, divide by 6 and add 1.5 to it. You will get your armhole correctly. Just place what you have there and mark your length of the gown. Just rotate it and be marking, okay. My camera is not showing this part, but this is what I'm trying to do. After taking your measurement, just take your tape up like so and measure what you have in total. Then just use it to rotate it so that you have a full circle, like a correct length. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So this is what I'm just trying to rotate. Sorry, I didn't know my camera is not capturing this part. So this is what I'm just trying to mark. So I'm just rotating it like so, okay. So after taking your normal length from your armhole down to your normal length, you take your tape to the end of the fabric to measure what you have in total. Then just rotate it round so you can see I'm just connecting all my points, like my dots, together to have a curve shape. Hope you understand. So that is that. So this, I'm just trying to confirm my measurement. You can see I'm just trying to confirm my measurement because I don't want any shortage at the down part, okay. So I'm just taking my time and I am just trying to confirm my measurement to correct every error that I have made before. So this is me just trying to correct them so that the back will be firm. So that is it, guys. I'll just go ahead to cut out my fabric. So after cutting, I'm just going to fold it again like this to be assured that the two parts they are equal, okay. So now I'm just going to cut out the upper part and cut out my armhole like this, okay. And basically we are done with the drafting of the down part, which is the body. So the next step now is to mark the pocket. So I place my armhole measurements at that line there to mark my waistline. Then I just go ahead to notch it, and from that notch I come down by 7 inches, and I also notched it as well. So I'm just going to open this part up like this, and we are through with the cutting of this gown here. The next step we are going to do now is to bring out this crepe fabric, and this crepe fabric I cut at 3 inches, right? So 3 inches by the width. Okay, for the length I make use of a 36 uh length 36 inches length, which is 3 inches by 36 inches length, but you can make yours to be long as you want it. So this is what I want, which is 3 inches for the width and 36 for the length. So for this down part I want it to be sharp at this part. I don't want it to be um I want it to be curved. I don't want to be sharp. I don't want it to be sharp. So I curved it, and this is how it comes out after curving. So the next step now is to take it to my sewing machine, place it like this on fold, and I'm going to run out half an inch like so, just be to run it down and leave this other part, don't sew. And here's the fabric. So I I cut out the pockets. Okay, so for the width of the pocket, for the length I make use of 14 inches for the length, while for the width I make use of 8.5 for the width. Okay, so this is it. I've already went ahead to cut out my facing. So this is my facing, okay, for back and the front. So the next step is to bring out the strap again, and I've sewn it and I've turned it over and give it a good press. Then the next step now is to bring the fabric. So this is the back. Remember the back and the front, we cut it the same. So I take this one as back. So I place my strap on it like this, ensuring that I leave half an inch for my stitching allowance for the armhole. The same thing goes to this other side. I remove half an inch for my stitching allowance. Then I place my strap there and I pin it down. So the next step is to bring the lining, then I place it on top of the strap and I pinned it like so, and I'll just go ahead to pin it before taking it to my sewing machine and stitch. Then I'm going to stitch it by half an inch and also stitch the armhole by half an inch as well. So guys, I've stitched it and I use any gum to gum it. So after that I'm just going to uh remove out my pin. Okay, you can see I remove my pin. So guys, I will just go ahead to I will notch it. Okay, ensure that you notched so that it will relax very well. So this is me just trying to notch it. Okay, please don't notch to your seam, just notch before the seam. I don't know if you understand. And you turn it over. This is my armhole. I trimmed some excess. I also notched the armhole as well. Okay, this is the armhole. I notched it as well, and I'm going to turn it over. So after turning it over, I'll just go ahead to give it a good press. Then the next step we are going to do now is to bring the back, turn the back to the wrong side, and bring the front and place the wrong side meeting the wrong side of the back. Okay, so I will flip the strap to the front. So remember we said we come up by 4.5, so I'm just going to mark my 4.5 using the strap like this. Okay, but I later increased it to 6 inches because I noticed that it's too high, so I later increased it to 6 inches. Hope you understand. So this is what I am doing now. So I'm just going to flip the other side, which is the strap. So I'm just going to mark my 4.5 like so, and I'm going to pin it down. Okay, I'm going to pin it down like this to secure it with the fabric. So I'm just going to pin it like so. After pinning it, guys, I'm just going to take it to my sewing machine and top stitch on top of it. Remember, it's on the right side. So guys, I've top stitched on it and I've went ahead to remove out my pin. So this is how it is, guys. So the next step we are going to take is to fix in our pocket. So you remember we notched where our pocket is. So what we are going to do now is to place the pocket, to fix in the pocket. So I will mark 2 inches from the top and place it at the notch part here. Then I'm going to use 1 inches to stitch it from one notch part to the other notch part. So guys, I've sewed it and I've notched it. I notched it to the 1 inches that we sew and I top stitch on it. So I'm going to flip it like this and sew half an inch for up and down, half an inch for up and down. Okay, so guys, I've done sewing it and I flip it inside like that and I top stitch. I will just do it this way and I'm going to top stitch on top of it. So guys, after top stitching, you just see that I have 1 inches allowance for my seam allowance. So I'm done stitching on it and here is our pocket. Very simple, guys. So the next step we are going to take now is to flip the back, right side facing right side, and go ahead to hem the down part of your gown and flip the pocket this way, and just you can see we have our allowance at the pocket. Then after placing it this way, go ahead to use 1 inches allowance to join the back and the front. So you can see me, I'm just going to mark it this way. And note that you will not stitch on top of the pocket, just use the allowance of the pocket, okay? So guys, I've done stitching, I've done joining, and this is my pocket. You can see it's very beautiful. So this is it, guys. You can see the pocket. The pocket is very fine and beautiful. If you have watched it up to this moment and you have not subscribed, please hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, guys. Like this video and share this video for others to benefit as well. Please comment anything on the comment section and I will be there waiting for you to reply. Or I love you guys. Okay, so now the next step is to make the flower design. So I'm going to use my pattern paper first. So I'm just going to rule out a basic line. So from this line here, I'm going to come down by 5 inches like this, and I'm going to mark it as well. So after marking it, I'm going to look for the midpoint of this line here, and I'm going to mark it. I'm going to rule it as well like this. So from here, I come out by 1.5 inches from the first and the second line, and I marked it like so. And from the second line, I curved it to the third line. Hope you understand. And that is it for the drafting of this pattern. So go ahead to cut it out like this. So this is the shape that we'll be using for this pattern. So I'm going to use it to cut out my fabric. Just go ahead to place your pattern on top of your fabric like this. Go ahead to pin it down like so. Okay, to secure it with the fabric. Then after securing it, just go ahead to give half an inch for seam allowance like so. Okay, just half an inch for you to stitch with it. So I will cut about 10 inches on fold. Okay, I'm going to cut about 10 inches because I'm still going to use the fabric to lining it. Then I want 5 of it. Then I will cut out 10 so that I will use one to lining each other. Okay, you understand. So this is me just trying to count how many I have. So I'm just trying to cut it so that I will have a 10 inches 10 layers. Okay, so just do yours like this and you will have a good result as well. Please just go ahead to pad it with gummy stain, but I did not pad my own, but go ahead to pad it. It's very advisable. Okay, so guys, I've stitched it and this is how it is. Okay, I've stitched 2 of it, so I will just go ahead to notch it. Okay, I will notch it all around like this. Okay, just go ahead to notch all parts. Like I said before, please pad it. Okay, just pad it, like use your gummy tape to pad. So just go ahead to turn it. After turning, I will give it a very good press. So guys, I've given it a good press and this is how it is. So what we are going to do now is to bring my needle and thread and make a gather with it like this, and just be doing it like so. Just where you see me doing like this, just be making a gather like this and attaching all of them together like so. Okay, just be doing it like this. Okay, this are together pattern you see. So this is it, guys. So this is the last one. I will just go ahead to use my needle and my thread to just gather on it like this. So I'm just going to tack it to the others to form a circle like this. So just watch what I am doing, you will understand more better. This is how I did this. So I'm going to tie it and I'm going to cut it and tie it strong so that it will not lose. And here is the result of it. Okay, looking pretty. So guys, the next step is to attach it to the fabric. So just go ahead to determine where you want yours to be. So I just want mine to be here. Then I'm just going to tack it like so. So you can see that I did not pad mine with gummy stain. So if you pad yours with gummy stain, it will look firm. Okay, just go ahead to stitch it like this. And here is it, guys. I've placed it, and you can see my strap is longer now, so I increase the length of the strap, so I make it 6 inches. So if the next step is to place your button that you will wrap with your fabric, and that is all. If you find this video helpful, please like this video, share this video for others to benefit, comment, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, to see you in my next video.